We are hourly.com, and this is Twitter marketing. So first, you're going to want to either go to twitter.com or go ahead and download the Twitter app on your iPhone, or preferentially do both. We're going to start with the setup. So let's start with changing your header graphic, which may be easier on your desktop if you have your photos saved. Your cover photo is going to be at the top. It's going to be 1500 by 500 pixels. It'd be great if you could have something to do with what you're offering. Your company has something attractive that caters to your audience, so they know what you're about and can decide whether they want to follow you or not. You're going to type out your bio/profile, and these things are searchable, so it's great to include like SEO keyword phrases. You can look at our SEO lecture for that. And you're going to want to do some copywriting as well to entice people to want to follow you. Let them know what you're about, the features, the benefits of what they're going to get from following you, what you're offering them. For your profile picture, you're going to want something professional to represent your company, whether it's your picture if you're branding yourself or your logo. You could pin a tweet at the top, so that could be like a free offer, a latest promotion, something that you want to promote as people visit your channel. Include a website link to your company, or maybe to a capture page if you have some sort of offer. And then for your username, you're going to want to pick something either related to your industry or just your company name if you're branding that as well. For your logo, it's going to be 400 by 400 pixels. If you're a local business, go ahead and add a location, since you're targeting people that are local to you. So here is the mobile view of your profile. If you are on your smartphone, you can click on your banner and change that picture to something that's in your phone already. You can click the logo and select edit to change that. The gear icon has a bunch of options that will pull up that we're going to go over later as well. So in general, every time you post, it's called a tweet. Tweets are considered microblogging with a maximum of 140 characters, which includes your hashtags as well, but not the links that you include. So for example, for some content, you can put a link to your blog and then entice them in that 140 characters with the benefits of reading that article, what it's about, and maybe some related hashtags so that people can actually search for it and find what you're offering. You can do something funny, like little quips or jokes that you can appeal to your audience with. You can give advice. You can give people insight within your industry or present some information and facts. So as you can see from our past lectures, like a lot of the content is the same no matter what social media platform you're on. Just they have to be tweaked to comply with that platform. Obviously here it's 140 characters. The lifespan of tweets is a lot shorter as well, so you may find yourself tweeting more often as well in order to actually reach an audience. You can talk about current events and news. So those hashtags and topics will be trending often and get you new viewers as well. You can ask questions to your audience and have them reply with an answer. You can do promotions and specials and free offers, but don't overwhelm your account with those things. Otherwise, it'll look like a spam account and nobody will really see any value in following you. And again, use search keywords, phrases in your tweets and hashtags, because that just goes back to like the SEO training where you pick the right SEO keyword phrases and you can pop up in other places as well, for people can find what you're offering. You can make your content entertaining or educational, give actionable tips and how-tos. If you tweet images or videos, you'll get more engagement and more views. You can curate great content from others, so you can actually follow people in your industry stick them in a Twitter list, and when you see something that has value for your audience, you can always retweet those tweets so that you're not actually making the content, but people will go to you to get value, even if it's from a different account that you're retweeting. And those people that you retweet may return the favor for you, or you may build a relationship online and find other ways to help each other out. If you're going to promote something, some of the aspects of sales copy can be included, like a sense of urgency, like a limited time or limited amount. You can answer people's questions. You can reply and answer them that way as well. You can give quotes and motivation. So we'll throw in tools sporadically through this lecture because there's just a lot of social media tools out there, and some of them are closing down and some of them are opening, and so we'll have a nice spectrum of different tools you can look into and see what works for you. So a common tool is If This Then That, IFTTT. It's a service that allows you to connect various applications and create automated tasks. So like if something happens on one channel, they'll do a different action on another channel. So for example, you can make it so if you post a tweet with a specific hashtag, IFTTT will recognize it and then share that post onto Facebook. Or somebody has a specific hashtag in one of their tweets, you can have them automatically added to a Twitter list, and that's public, and they will get notified that they've been added, so that will create that engagement and potentially add a follower to you. So we'll go over how to do that as this lecture moves on. You can enter a variety of Twitter searches for specific types of users and add them to a list, a Twitter list as well. You can place people in a list that are following other specific Twitter profiles like competitors. You can add retweeters to a favorite people list. You can get an email notification anytime someone tweets a link to your website from the recipes menu of IFTTT. That way you can get notified, so you make sure you're engaging with those people and create a new follower and some engagement as well. So here is what the IFTTT.com website looks like on mobile. They got an app as well for your smartphone. So these are called recipes that they're using for if then that you create one action if another action occurs. So here you can see they have that option to automatically build a Twitter list from a specific hashtag as a recipe. Another recipe could be tweeting your Instagram photos as native photos rather than links, which is what happens when you syndicate from Instagram to Twitter directly from Instagram. There's a lot of press on Twitter, so it's a great way to engage these people, build a relationship with journalists, and possibly get them to write something about your company on their blog, which could bring a lot of shares and go viral and bring you a lot of media attention and really take your company to the next level. They can retweet your tweets. You can add all these press people to a Twitter list. You can retweet their tweets and build a relationship that way as well. Some of the hashtags that you can search for in the Twitter search are including these ones below. These are typically hashtags that press uses in their tweets. Haro is help a reporter out, a website used by press to find leads for stories. So again, you're going to want to call to action in some of your tweets, especially the promotional ones. Like, let them know what exactly do you want them to do. Do they need to click on a link below to get a free offer? Is there a limited time or quantity that this special will be available? Do you want them to click through to a capture page, enter their name and email to get a free PDF ebook? So you want to monitor your analytics, but some generalities for the best time to tweet are weekdays for B2B businesses, weekends and Wednesday for consumers. The most number of retweets are going to happen around 5 p.m. And the highest click-through rate is going to be between noon and 6 p.m. It's good to be consistent, whatever you are able to accomplish, whether it's like once a day or once every couple hours, depending on your audience and how much time you have to do this. Or you can even post these tweets ahead of time through programs like Post Planner and or Hootsuite, and have them post your tweets sporadically throughout the weekend day. You can ask for retweets by using the acronym RT. You can do an ad campaign and just pay Twitter to help you find followers for your market, for your industry. So you just go to ads.twitter.com, create a campaign. You can follow other users to follow you back. Although there is a limit on that you cannot add more than 10% followers without getting followers to follow you back. So in other words, if you have 100 people following you, then you cannot follow more than 110 people. You can tag users and companies that you mention in your tweets by using @ and their username. You don't want to follow too many people per day, otherwise it looks kind of spammy, or it looks like you're using some sort of automated program to follow people. You don't want to get your account suspended, locked out, or even deleted or banned. So the numbers always change, but right now it seems around 20 to 50 follows a day should be okay, but there's no guarantee on that because Twitter can alter their terms of service at any time. You gotta have a program monitor anytime someone mentions @ your username so you can respond to them or at least thank them for reaching out. For example, some of the programs you can use are Mention or Brand24 to monitor mentions. Hootsuite and TweetDeck can do the same for you. If somebody retweets your content, you want to be able to thank them, or if there's a complaint even, you want to be able to direct message them as well to resolve that. So here's what the Mentions app looks like at mention.com. So as you can see from their page, get live updates about your brand from web and social media. Hootsuite is what I use. So at that URL, they explain exactly how you can monitor for mentions, and they call it social listening. Here's Brand24 at brand24.com. So other ways to get more followers, you want to be able to engage with people. It's like a continuous conversation in various topics. You can answer people's questions, reply to their tweets and answer it, give value, give advice, give information. Tweet influencers when you reference them in a blog so they can potentially share your blog with their audience. If you post about something and you have a related tweet, you can go ahead and embed that by getting the embed code beneath your tweet. You can import your email contact list and see which of your email contacts are already on Twitter so you can potentially follow them and get a follow back. So be engaging. Reply to people's tweets, quote people, like people's tweets, and message tweets to other people. So here you can click this and it'll reply at CityBlender. Here you can quote someone, so it'll bring up a menu and hit quote, and then it'll have their tweet under your tweet. You can like somebody's tweet and get them notified about that. You can message a tweet to somebody else through direct messaging. So when you click here, you can quote the tweet or retweet it. Thank people for retweets, and you want to make sure you block spammers and abusive people. So you're going to click on these 3 dots and then select block and their username, and that'll block them. So for example, CityBlender asks, what is the best SEO strategy? Hashtag SEO question. And then I reply with this button at CityBlender, quality, original, high value content. So Twitter has an advanced search as well by going to this URL right here. For example, under people, where it says to these accounts, you can write at and your competitor's name to do a search for people that are engaging with your competitors. You can see who is following and sharing your competitors' tweets and follow those people to potentially gain them as a follower as well. You want to adjust your search options to everything, all people, everywhere. Unless you're a local business and only looking for local people. So you can see here under people in the search to these accounts at the hourly would bring up people that are interacting with the hourly account on Twitter. And go ahead and hit search. In the search bar, you can use modifiers like near, within to specify a specific location, especially if you're a local business. If you want to exclude any keywords from the search, you can do the minus sign. For example, if you don't want any links in the tweet, you go minus HTTP. If you use all of these words and then enter HTTP, then you will only get links. So all of these words will make sure these tweets contain these keyword phrases. And you can save your searches from the search bar so that you don't have to keep typing it every time you want to do the same search again. So here you can see that at the top search bar we use near Burbank, within 20 miles for the keyword food. Here we're doing food HTTP because we're looking for websites, and here we're doing food minus HTTP because we want tweets that are not involving websites. So here in the options bar, all tweets from everyone from everywhere, and save. And then here are our saved searches down here once we click on the search bar. So hashtags we've talked about in a lot of our other social media lectures. You can do some research for your industry, for industry specific tweets, and what are the stats about how often these tweets are searched, etc. at hashtagify.me. And they're just done with the $ keyword or hashtag keyword phrase. So here's what hashtagify.me looks like. You enter a keyword, you hover over these other related keywords, and it'll give you the stats. You click on it, and it'll give you another one of these diagrams. You can see which hashtags are trending and use those as long as it's related. Like, you don't want to take some sort of trending hashtag and put an unrelated promotion, because people will be very upset, especially if it's like a serious social issue and you're trying to hawk your widget when it's totally unrelated to that social issue that's trending. You can create a custom brand hashtag, especially if you're going to have a Twitter chat related to that. You can make a tweet specific for an event so that anyone who's tweeting for that event can see other tweets from that event. If people are sharing updates or photos or videos. So it's a good idea to advertise your Twitter account on your website or blog. There's a bunch of plugins, for example, on WordPress that can share all your social media accounts on your homepage and be able to embed a share button to different social media accounts through your blog posts as well. We'll talk about that later as well. You can, like we said before, you can embed or share your tweets within a blog article through the embed coding in Twitter beneath the tweet. So let's talk about Twitter lists. So Twitter lists are a group of Twitter accounts that you want to target, whether it's a list of industry professionals, your competitors, prospective or current clients, people that produce great content within your industry. So if your goal is to get them notified that they're being placed on a list, then you can make it public. For example, if you want to engage with content producers or industry professionals or press, then you may want to get them notified so they may follow you back, or you can engage with them. If it's something like prospective clients, you may want to make that list private so they don't get notified that they're on that list. And this will allow you to engage with those individuals. You can follow kind of content they're creating and see what content that they are tweeting out that gets engagement, like retweets and likes. You can do some customer service for your current clients and see what they're saying about your company so you can resolve any issues or thank them for any compliments or testimonials. You can engage people by sending them personalized video. It's a great way to build relationships with influencers so you can follow what they're doing and comment and retweet and like and engage them and direct message them. If you add them to a public list, like I mentioned before, they're going to get notified that they've been placed on a list, and so they may take a look at your account and may follow you back or engage with you. You can retweet other people's quality content and tag them in it. Add your own personalization to it. You can use or copy other people's lists and see who they're following. A Twit List Manager is a tool that can help you manage all this. You can subscribe to lists that have already been created by other people that are related to your industry. So here, what you do is, from your mobile device, you click this gear icon, it pulls up this menu, and go ahead and hit View List, and there'll be an option to hit the plus sign to create a new list. So here's twitlistmanager.com. So as you can see, it's a better interface to manage all your Twitter lists and see what's happening, so you can keep an eye on those. Let's talk about keyword research. So you can type in some keyword search terms into the search bar and select the Accounts tab. You can also do this through the Advanced Search. And you can use keywords within your industry to see which accounts pop up within your niche. So for example, you can type in marketing in the search bar, select accounts, and see what accounts pop up. You can add them to your list, engage, retweet, like. You can participate in Twitter chats. So Twitter chats are real-time chats done on Twitter where they select a specific hashtag for that chat, and people can ask questions, answer questions, engage in certain discussions at a designated scheduled time, oftentimes weekly. So during a Twitter chat, there can be a discussion on a set topic, a Q&A. There could be a special guest with an interview. If you go to tweetchat.com, you can log in and view a conversation in more readable conversational format. It's a great way to engage with people and learn from it, give your advice, offer value, make connections. There's websites that you can look up that will list upcoming Twitter chats. So for example, if you go to tweetchat.com, you can participate in various Twitter chats. And it'll help you get organized to participate in these chats as well. Like we mentioned before, if you just Google upcoming Twitter chats, there's a bunch of websites that will list a schedule of upcoming Twitter chats you can partake in within your industry. If you're going to set up your own Twitter chat, you want to go ahead and select your word, your keyword phrase, hashtag, and end it with chat like blog chat or brand chat are popular Twitter chats. Hash tracking will generate a transcript of the chat to share with others, and you get some stats on that as well. If you participate in a Q&A session, you can precede your tweet with Q1 for question 1, and if you're going to answer that, then somebody else would type in A1 before their tweet. So question 3 will be Q3, and then the answer to question 3 will be Q3. So here's hashtracking.com. This tool can help you get some analytics and be able to track various hashtags. So let's talk about Twitter polls. And so you can actually post a poll for your audience to answer. You just create a new tweet, hit the poll button. You can create up to 4 choices for that survey. And it's active for 24 hours. You can make it engaging, entertaining. You can survey your audience for an upcoming product or service or for reviews. You can do some market research. So here you can see is in composing a new tweet. You hit the add poll button and you enter your tweet and hashtag along with how many choices you want to add to it, and go ahead and tweet that out. There's a direct messaging function in Twitter as well. What you want to avoid is spamming people and sucking value. Especially avoid doing that with these autoresponders or these auto direct message functions that a lot of apps are offering. You want to change your privacy settings to make sure you can receive direct messages from other people. Don't send unsolicited information or links. Like, don't just start spamming people to try to push your offer, because 1, that doesn't work, and 2, it might get you into trouble for spamming. Direct messaging is great for personal and private matters. If it deals with customer service, you may want to deal with that in a private manner rather than everyone seeing your conversation. If someone invites you to chat at your name and it's really just like a private topic like customer service, then you may want to reply with an offer for them to direct message you directly to discuss the matters. So again, there's autoresponder messaging offered from tools like Social Oomph. And if you're going to do that, have something that does not look like a cut and paste template. Like, if you're sending like a 500-word message to every single person with a bunch of sales copy, then clearly that's just spam. And so if you make it look like it's more engaging with a question or some way for them to reach out to you over a specific offer or a reason why they should build a relationship with you, or just engage with them and see how you can offer them value, then you're more likely to get a positive response while using an auto DM service. So here you want to go into your privacy settings and you want to toggle this, receive direct messages from anyone. So Twitter cards are a way to go beyond the 140 character limit, where if you set up a Twitter card for your tweet, when you tweet out that page, it'll show the Twitter card beneath the tweet. So for example, you can use different types of cards to do different things. Like here's a summary card, and a player card plays like video or audio or media. So just go to this website and it'll show you the different types of cards that you can pick from. You add the meta tags to the blog post and run the URL. You enter the URL of the blog post into the validator tool at this website. And once it's validated, once you post that tweet with that link, it'll pop up your card. If you're going to use a player card for media, then you're going to have to request approval for whitelisting before you're able to post it. So here are the card types that I mentioned at dev.twitter.com. The summary card with large image, an app card for an app download, and a player card for media. So here's what a summary card looks like. If you want to post a player card, you got to go to this website right here, and that will give you instructions from Twitter about how to get approved to post a player card. So you got to submit it for approval, and once it's approved, then you're able to post it up with the attached media, like a video. For a summary card, here's the meta tags you're gonna have to enter to that blog post. Or if you're using WordPress, the all-in-one SEO pack is an option to add Twitter cards, as well as Yoast SEO plugin as well. So that for the summary card, like we mentioned before, once you post that validated link to your blog post, it'll show the Twitter card under it, and it'll entice more people to click through. So here's the all-in-one SEO plugin for WordPress. You want to go to the feature manager, hit activate for social meta, and then for that blog post in the all-in-one SEO pack options, you're going to click through to social settings here and go to enter the title, description, select which image you want. Cut and paste that URL to that blog post here, hit preview, and once it's validated, then you're able to use it in a tweet. So here we cut and pasted that blog post, hit preview, and this is what it's going to look like with the Twitter card here. So you can see once I tweet it out, the Twitter card is right below it, enticing people to click through to my blog post. So let's talk more about conversion. So you want to use some sales copy and have an offer or a promo or a reason for people to click through. And it's great if you can lead them to a capture page for like a free offer, a free PDF, or a video. And you can pin it to the top to entice people to that conversion. So what you're going to do is you're going to click right here, and it'll give you the option to pin to your profile, and then it becomes pinned up here once you do that. Share tweet via will help you syndicate to Facebook. Send it via direct messages helps you quote the tweet and send it to someone over direct message. So another way to syndicate your posts is to join the Triber community and share your content there for potentially others to tweet and share. So here's what Triber.com looks like. You can browse different categories according to your niche. You can have contests. There's different apps and websites out there that help you make sure your contest is legally compliant with the rules that you need to do before you set up a contest. So this is not legal advice. We're just telling you that these are things that you need to be aware of when you're setting up a contest. Some of the ways that people run contests are like you can do like retweet to win, follow to win, fastest correct answer to a question. So Bing has a free Twitter contest app that you can use for those. You can do a photo contest of people taking pictures using your photo and pick the best one for a certain prize. People can tweet a caption for a photo with a specific contest hashtag so that you can review and pick the best photo for a prize. You can ask people to answer a question with the best answer with your company hashtag or at your company. If you just go to Twitter and type in hashtag contest in the search bar, you can see all the different types of contests that other people are doing, how they set it up, the hashtags that they're using, the offers that they're using, the capture pages that they use, their rules. And you get a better sense about how to run a proper contest, especially if it's from a reputable company. You can invite people, including from your Twitter audience, to join a Facebook group related to that topic where they can get more information, like either through a direct message or a tweet or a promotion. Like you can direct message someone, hey, great to connect. I'd love to invite you to my Facebook group where we share the latest updates in SEO. Would you be interested in something like that? And if they say yes, go ahead and send them the link to your Facebook group. So here's another tool called BuzzSumo. It shows you the most popular content on a specific topic ranked by the number of shares. So you can see what's trending, see who shared it, and maybe connect with those people to see if they are willing to share your content as well. Find people that are followers that might be potential clients. See how many shares each post got, so you may be inclined to write similar content because it gets so many shares. So if you go to buzzsumo.com, you can see the different services that they offer, like competitor analysis, content alerts, insights. Here's a potential message you can message an influencer like, hey, I loved your content. I've been following your account for years. I see you bring a lot of value, and I write similar content to your last tweet on the latest advice in SEO, and would you be interested in sharing something like that? So you want to make it sound natural and not cut and paste spam template. Something personalized would be nice. So this all goes back to business networking, where people respond to authenticity and are turned off by spam. So the way you connect with people in real life is similar to the way you connect with people on Twitter. You can do an advanced search by going to that URL like we mentioned before. And you can look for tweets that are mentioning certain accounts. So for example, if you have a competitor in your industry that does really well, you can see who is mentioning that account and follow those people, because those are people that are interested in what you do. So potentially you're following users of your competitor to see if they can follow you back if they see value. So some ways to find some influencers in your industry: you can go to alltop.com and look for blogs within your industry that do well, and then find out what their Twitter account is. And then you can do a search for users that tweet out to that account of your competitor. SimilarWeb.com can also give you ideas of similar websites in your niche. So it's good to do some hashtag analysis. Get data from all the people that are using a certain hashtag, how many people viewed the hashtag, so you can decide which hashtags you're going to use in your tweets. So here are some more ways to analyze social data, including marketingcloud.com. hashtracking.com allows you to track hashtags on Twitter and Instagram. You can create tweet-ups. So tweet-ups are like meetups done through Twitter where people can get together in real life. You can tweet out the details of the tweet-up at least 2 weeks in advance of the event. So this helps you use this platform to get real-life leads in person. You want to syndicate your posts. So there's various WordPress plugins that can share your blog posts automatically to Twitter. Jetpack does things like that. There's various social sharing plugins that you can use that will have share buttons below each blog post. So not only can you syndicate, but people that love that blog post can share it as well on their accounts. Like we mentioned before, if you click below a tweet, you can get the embed code for that tweet so that once you enter that HTML coding into the blog post, you'll get a tweet box where people can actually read the tweet and follow and like and retweet as well. Like we mentioned before, you can click in the upper right hand corner of the tweet and share via Facebook. So here you're going to click right here and then select share tweet via and click Facebook. In Twitter ads, you can target followers of other accounts related to your industry, target related keywords. You can actually use text within your images to lengthen your ad and do some sales copy to attract clicks. You can target your ads around a specific event in real life. So there's a calendar that you can tweet events around. There's a analytics dashboard to see the stats of your ads in your campaigns. To get to the calendar, you click the events tab at the top, view calendar with a list of events that you can target. You can review the previous year's engagement for that event and decide whether it's worth your advertising dollars to invest in. You can tweet engager targeting, meaning you can target people that have engaged in previous posts. It's kind of like retargeting for Twitter. You can pick the audience you want to target by gender, city, mobile device, etc. You can pick targeted times to do your ad campaign to reach the most number of people. And a good number of people for an audience for a single campaign would be around 25,000. So you just go to ads.twitter.com. And these are the types of ads you can pick to get more followers, engagement for a tweet, views for your video, website visits like to a capture page for a free offer, app installs, lead generation. Select the gender, language, and here are the keyword modifiers. So like here's the keyword SEO. If you want to target people that use the exact keyword phrase SEO, you put them in quotes for multiple words. If it's a single word somewhere in the tweet, then put it in brackets. If you want the keyword to not be in any of the tweets that these user target audience is going to tweet out, then you put a negative sign. So we mentioned some tools. We'll talk about some more tools. So Hootsuite is the one that I use to automatically syndicate content to multiple platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now they offer service for YouTube as well. Tailwind lets you add in Pinterest. Buffer.com lets you create tweets ahead of time and have it posted on a schedule, along with Post Planner does that as well. SocialOomf.com lets you do some auto DM messaging. TweetDeck has a bunch of analytics and lets you look at your Twitter account in a dashboard format. So here's Buffer.com. Here's SocialOomf.com. PostPlanner.com. TweetDeck. So here you can see, you can manage multiple accounts. In the background you can see the dashboard. So here's the dashboard. You can see they give you a list of your notifications, your messages, activity, and a left bar menu to get to all those areas as well. TweetDeck.twitter.com. So here are some tools to help you make more graphical posts, like WordSwag and Canva are both graphic design apps you can just do from your smartphone to create really interesting posts with text and graphics on it. Watermarks. Commune.it helps you engage with new followers and people that mention you and automatically. Click to Tweet is a WordPress plugin that allows you to turn content into tweetable quotes. And Tweeroid lets you see which of your followers is the most active, so you can engage with those people on a deeper level or direct message them. So here's Commune.it. So you can see they gave you some ways to follow your mentions and give you some analytics, manage multiple accounts, gives you data about who to follow or unfollow. Here's that WordPress plugin we mentioned, Click to Tweet. Here's Tweeroid, which gives you data to let you know when the best time to tweet is to reach the most number of people. So it's great to get notified when anyone mentions your brand, so make sure you follow those analytics so you can respond. Hootsuite or TweetDeck are great for your followers' tweets and messages to you, so you can make sure you engage with people that want to engage and build that relationship online and potentially get new clients and customers. Sprout Social is a great way to handle multiple Twitter accounts and social media accounts. You can schedule your tweets and get some analytics as well. Here's SproutSocial.com. Here's AgoraPulse.com. This lets you manage all your social media messages in one place and get reports on those. You can automatically syndicate your blog post to your Twitter account with MissingLetter.com. So this makes tweeting automatic, so you don't have to think about it. It's just as soon as your blog posted, it automatically goes to Twitter. Here's Deliverit. This is another social media automation tool. Tweetcaster.com lets you manage multiple accounts from your smartphone. So here's the iPhone app page for Tweetcaster and the different features that they have. Bufferapp.com lets you schedule your tweets ahead of time. So here's Buffer.com. You can put share buttons if you're using WordPress, then just go ahead and use the social share plugin. Or you can go to twitter.com about/resources/buttons and learn about that. So here are the different kind of buttons that they offer. Postplanner.com has a feature called Requeue, which allows you to share the same content over and over again. So you have like 100 high-value tweets. You can put them on a schedule and rotation to tweet them out like once every other day or something. Because the half-life of tweets are very short, like a matter of seconds and minutes. So that most of your audience probably won't see that specific tweet. So it allows you the chance to be able to retweet that in the future automatically, so that in 3 months from now they may be able to see the same tweet. Here's a cool tool called snip.ly, and this allows you to share other people's content, but have some sort of call to action at the bottom added as a banner. So even though you didn't create that content, you can still get more leads or get a call to action from other people's content that you're sharing. So it's not for nothing. And finally, you want to do some analytics. Find out who your top followers are each month and connect with those people. See which mentions and content drove the most engagement, like retweets and follows, so you can give your audience more content like that. See the profile and demographics of your audience. And then see if your ad strategy actually worked. If you get a tweet that has a lot of engagement, you want to promote it even more with an ad campaign. So follower wonk is one Twitter analytics tool put out by Moz.com. You can also use the built-in analytics tool, analytics.twitter.com, to see your stats and some top followers. So if you have any questions, you can find us at hourly.com.